Oh, actually, I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone real quick. Okay, so thank you guys for jumping on tonight. Tonight is August. I have to look at my calendar. All my days blend together. It's August 16th. And it's the middle of August, which is weird. I still feel it's like the beginning of August, and I still technically feel like it's the beginning of summer, which now I think about it, this is kind of like the last month of summer, and all kids go back to school, and it's kind of sad day. Sad day. I'm not ready for fall, so I'm sorry for those of you who are ready for fall. I still need to soak in my sunshine, my beach time. Yes, so I'm manifesting that we're going to have a late summer. That's all I'm saying. So I'm sorry if I push your fall back further. Anyways, so I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about the team topic is called Hustle with Heart. And I think this is something that can help a lot of people that feel stuck. And it could also help a lot of coaches that are just starting out, brand spanking new, as a few of you on here are. Because, you know, if any of you guys listened to the National Wake Up Call yesterday, she was talking about how when she first started as a coach, and maybe some of you guys remember me when I first started off as a coach, I was the same way, where you would take Google images of Turbo Fire or, you know, these photos that were not you, and you would invite that way, right? You would use a challenge pack photo, or you'd use Shakeology or whatever, and you'd put it out there. You're like, basically you're saying, I'm selling something, who wants to buy from me, right? Well, I failed time and time again until I found my way. And so that's why I think it's very important to find out right when you sign up as a coach, to start using who you are to work your business. And I'm not saying to hide the fact that you're a salesperson, because I hate saying that we're a salesperson. The only part of selling that we need to do is sell our. I never get phone calls during the day until I'm on a Zoom. I tell you, weirdest thing. The only part that we do when it comes to selling is selling ourselves to people. We want to connect with people. We want them to be able to relate to us. And the only way we're going to be able to do that is to be vulnerable, to open ourselves up, to be open and honest. So when you're a coach, as all of us are, oh my gosh, it's like literally 100. I'm just complaining that summer's almost over, and now here I am dying of heat. Oh my gosh. Stop talking. I'm sorry. You guys get to listen to my mom's friend Bill leave a random message now. That's fun. Where was I? Oh, I want you guys to start off, even if you've been a coach for a while, to start really focusing on who you are and what you want to do with Beachbody. So if you guys have anything right now by you to write on, maybe type, whatever you use for notes, I want you write down in a few words, under 10 words, why did you decide to become a Beachbody coach? Write that down. Now I want you to think for a moment. How or what do you use, or what do you need to use in order to accomplish this? Like, do you need to use your superb graphic design skills? Probably not. Do you need to use your super excellent marketing skills? Probably not. Or your tight six-pack abs, or your perky booty, or whatever? Probably not. We all have something inside our chest. It's called a heart. And no matter what you guys wrote down, I guarantee it that it has something to do with using your heart. You're going to get there by using your heart. But you can't just use your heart and not have any oomph behind it. Now, what I mean by that is, this whole time I've created my business, right? I've built an amazing team. I love you all. Thank you for being here. I've built my brand based on, you know, who I was and where I'm going and who I want to join me, and all the crazy antics that come along with me. You guys know a little bit about me, how kind of cuckoo I am. But I based it on all of this. I didn't ever come into this business thinking I needed to change who I was to be successful. Yes, granted, when I first signed up as a coach, I was like, there's no way I'm going to be successful. Beachbody is intimidating in itself, and there's no way I'm going to ever have a Beachbody, let alone have someone join me, right? But I never thought that I needed to change who I was in order to be a successful coach. I just did what I did, and I did. Okay.
Can you give her to them?
Who?
We
Can you wait until I'm on a Zoom? My son just got a friend request on Minecraft, and this is serious business here for a 7-year-old. I'm sorry. Thanks for shutting the door. Anyways, so I never thought I had to change myself, who I was, in order to get to where I wanted to be. I had no idea what I wanted to do with Beachbody. I had no idea where I wanted to go. All I knew is I needed more of a purpose. I needed something more than just being a mom. Granted, being a mom is the most amazing gift in the world, but I needed something more than that. I needed a purpose that empowered women, to help women, to help other women feel like I felt before, to feel better about themselves. And I needed that somehow, some way, and I was going to get there. And this whole time, that's always been like my backbone, like my push, my drive, right? And I never for once thought that I needed to change who I was. I never thought I needed to perfect my grammar because I'm horrible at English speaking. I never thought I needed to change my proper use of punctuation or spelling, because that's not going to happen. I'm not going to go back to school to better myself. I'm sorry, guys, you stuck with me how I am. I never thought that I needed to be a size 2 in order to be successful. I never thought, like these things that we picture ourselves, like we can't love ourselves. Like, I'm reading this book, okay? It's called Mastering Your Mean Girl. I know some of you guys have read this book. It is thebomb.com. And I'm going a little bouncing off the walls here. That's who I am. I'm sorry about that, guys. Just bear with me. I promise I have a point here. So I'm reading this book, and she talks about how when she was working on her self-love journey, she was like, well, how many times have you said, I can't love myself until I'm successful. I can't love myself until I'm at my goal weight. I can't love myself until I'm financially comfortable. I can't love myself until I have a significant other. I can't love myself until I'm driving my dream car. I can't love myself until this. And I think that's something that so many coaches think. No one's going to want to sign up with me until I'm a successful coach. No one's going to want to sign up with me until I hit my goal. No one's going to want to sign up with me until this, this, and this. Has anyone ever thought that at all? Okay, well, guess what? You as you are right now, not as you were yesterday and not how you're going to be tomorrow, but you as you are right now, there's tons and tons and tons of women just like you who need your help. But we fear the past. We fear the future. We let fear hold us back from either failing or being successful, as silly as that sounds. But we let this fear hold us back, and then we stop using our heart. We stop that hustle. We pull back, and then we start doubting ourselves even more. Am I even meant to do this? Am I supposed to help other people? Should I just go back to my day job? Should I sit behind a desk 9 to 5 and work for someone else? Hell freaking no. First off, before I continue, my girl Chelsea on here put in her 2 weeks notice yesterday, August 25th is her last day at her law firm. Okay, that's balls to the wall. I'm very freaking excited. I just saw her shaking her head when I said 9 to 5, so I had to give her a shout out because that shit is, I'm cussing, so I need to go close my door.
Chelsea, congratulations!
See? Damn the man.
Thank you. It was a hard decision to walk away from, but a good one.
It's a good one. It's going to be awesome. So see, you don't want to be that, because if you honestly thought about it, if you wanted to sit behind a desk working 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, being away from your family, having to save money for 6 months to a year to go on a vacation, having to say no to your kids when they want you to go on a field trip. If you wanted those things, you wouldn't be here right now. So first off, thank you for taking the time out of your life to invest in time for you and your business. You guys, we have heart, right? We have this thing, this drive inside of us that says, I'm good at doing something. I am good. No matter how much you doubt yourself, you have this feeling about yourself that you're good at something, right? No matter what it is. Maybe you feel like you're a good cook, a good mom, you're good at organizing, which I'm not at. So any one of you want to come over, you can help me. Whatever it is, we all have that thing that we're good at. And then we have a thing that we love to do. My thing that I love to do is I love reaching out to other people and making them feel better. Even when I'm having the shittiest day, as soon as I reach out to someone and I help them, I add value to them or whatever, and they say I made their day or I gave them a useful tip or something, and they said I changed their day or I made them feel better or whatever, it automatically makes me feel good, no matter what happened in my own day. And so when you have this love that you have, this thing that you carry on and you push forward with, you need to remember that every single day and use that as your drive. Whatever it is about this business that you love doing, make sure that you do it every single day. A lot of us have really shitty days, okay? No one has perfect weeks. No one has perfect months. No one has a perfect day every single day. I know a lot of you actually recently either have had really awesome kick-ass days or really shitty days, right? And guess what? All of us have had both recently. And guess what? A bad day does not mean you're damaged. A bad day does not mean you're not amazing. A bad day does not mean you're not meant to be a great coach. A good day just means there's many, many more ahead. When we think about what we want to accomplish, I think a lot of times we write this book down, The Big Leap. Maybe not your next one, but eventually on your list, you guys got to read The Big Leap. Talks about your upper limits and how you limit yourself when it comes to reaching your goals, and how we start getting these weird illnesses or these weird things that happen when we feel comfortable, right? So say you're where you want to be health-wise. You know, you're doing the 21-day fix, you're feeling nice and trim, and then you're like, okay, I'm going to go out to Bob's Burgers. I don't know why I said Bob's Burgers. And I'm going to have a burger. And then I'm going to have some french fries. And then I'm going to have 5 beers. And then I'm going to feel good. So the next morning you wake up and you're uber bloated because, let's face it, all that sodium is just packing on the water rate. And you feel like ish. Because you felt so good and you were getting so good and you were so close to your first goal that you're like, okay, I'm just going to sit back and coast and let whatever happen, right? How many of us have done that in our business? Everything's going great. Everything's going wonderful. I'm hitting this momentum. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And then I'm just going to sit back and put on autopilot. I'm just going to sit back and take it easy for a little bit. And then when you start taking it easy, you're like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Everything's crumbling. Is that just me that it happened to? Anyone else? Here's the thing. I hear so many people say, I'm losing momentum. I lost my motivation. You know why? Because they're not thinking about that thing that I had you guys write down. Write down. What? See? What did I say about my English? Sorry about that. So look at the thing that you wrote down. Every single day when you feel like you're losing momentum, I want you to read that. More importantly, I want you to get super in depth with that. Not just leave it as a one sentence thing. Tonight, your homework assignment is going to be get really deep with your why. Get really detailed with where you want to go. What are your dreams? This is a business that, and the thing of it is, I don't know if you guys relate to this, but I can't say with a straight face that Beachbody is my business. To me, it feels weird because a business to me is something that you work to pay the bills, something that you have to do day in and day out to be financially secure, to have insurance, to put food on the table, things like that. This is something that is like surreal to me. This is something where this is an opportunity where you get to meet amazing people that become like your bestest of friends. You get to change lives. You get to travel. You get to do things that you couldn't normally do in a day-to-day job. So it's hard for me to say that this is a business, even though it really is. But the thing of it is, I think a lot of people take advantage of that because they think the same mindset as I do, that it's not a business. And so I'm sorry if I did this trickle down effect that I made you guys not think that this is a business. And when we stop thinking it's a business, then we start using it as a hobby. Oh, I'll get to it when I get to it. Oh, I'll get to it when I have time. Oh, I'll get to it when I have a good day. Oh, I'm going to double up my workout today, so I don't need to work my business. And so we keep putting it on the back burner. If someone comes in from out of town and we drop everything, including our Beachbody business. If we stub our toe, we put our Beachbody business on the back burner. If the house needs cleaning, oh gosh forbid, there's dishes in the sink. Can't work my Beachbody today. So right now, the only reason I want you guys to start thinking of Beachbody as a business is because of your why. Don't think of it as a business to where you have to answer to me or your upline or your success partner, but you have to answer to yourself. You guys are now CEOs of your own company. CEOs. That means you are the owner, you are the person that does the scheduling, everything. You are the everything of your company. You depend on you. Your business depends on you. It's up to you to show up, and it's up to you whether or not you put the effort in. I love this business so much. I love it down to my core. There's been so many days where I just wanted to cry. There's been many days that I have cried, but I come back to this business every single day because I look at the things that it's given me. One thing, it's given me all of you in my life in some way, shape, or form. It's given me the right to never say no to my son when he wants me to come have lunch with him at school, or be able to pick him up and drop him off every single day at school. I get to walk him to and from school. I get to go on field trips. I get to go to class parties.
He wants me to do stuff right now. Please.
I get to answer his beck and call during Minecraft time. Okay. Shut the door. Yes, shut the door. I love you. Okay. And I get to wear pajamas when I'm running team Zooms, and I get to hang out with my kid when I'm working. Like, these are things, these are things that you don't get for working for someone else. I've had my fair share of failures. I've had my fair share of mistakes. I keep moving and I keep going forward. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm not trying to know it all before I start growing my business. And I think that's another thing that holds us back, because we don't know everything. Guess what? I've been a coach for 4.5 years and I still don't know everything. And that's okay. That's why we utilize the groups. That's why we utilize Google and YouTube and the Coach Online Office. Because if they're seeing things that people ask you, that's what they're there for. And look at all these other amazing faces. There are things on here that everyone else knows that you don't, and vice versa. That's why we reach out to our friends and our family and we say, hey, I need help. Right? Because there's a lot of people out there that have diseases or issues or things in their life that they need help with, and you don't know how to answer. And that's okay. Don't be scared and don't push them away. They're out there reaching out to you for your help. So instead of saying, hey, I don't know, go ask someone else, say, I don't know that right now, but I'm going to find out the question for you, or I'm going to find out the answer for you. And you find out. Not one of us will ever ignore a question posted in the big group or my personally sponsored group. If someone asks a question, I want all of you guys from now on, if you've ever seen a question posted, I want you to answer it if you know the question, or tag somebody if you know that they have the answer. Maybe it's someone that struggled with something or whatever. But we need to start helping each other more. We need to start being comfortable to reach out, because we are a family and we're not going to let each other slide through the cracks, right? If you're with me on this, raise your hand, spirit fingers, anything. Okay, perfect. That's good. Okay, now, oh, Jen, oh, okay. I'm literally dying in here. I need some AC up in this place. Okay, so I don't even have my water. I'm just a big complaining hot mess right now. Now getting to the hustling part, right? So here's the thing. So I have this very pretty, very precise checklist that I did not create because I'm not organized. So I did what I wanted on here, and I hired someone to do it for me. So you guys all have this or something like this that you are able to use, right? It's called a checklist. It's a breakdown of everything that you should be doing on a day-to-day basis to help get you successful, right? A lot of my coaches know I will only do one-on-ones with them when they turn this bad boy in. Yep, there you go, Jen. And this is the reason why I do it. Because if you tell me, oh, I'm busting butt every single day and I'm not getting anywhere. And then I say, okay, well, let's take a look at your checklist. And then they send me a checklist, or they say, oh, I didn't fill it out. Are they doing everything? Or they turn it in and there's one dot here filled in, one dot over here filled in. I'm like, well, okay, let's see what we can work on. It's not for me to reprimand you. Everybody that knows me knows I'm horrible at reprimanding, so that will never happen. But what I can tell you is the things that aren't highlighted or circled or however you mark it are the things that we need to work on. I don't remember who I was talking to. I think it was Chelsea and Katie in our Team Cup group, and Victoria. I actually did a copy of, I screenshotted a conversation that I had, right? Because they wanted to know how I invite people, how my conversation goes from a normal conversation to inviting. And they said, oh my gosh, you make it look so easy. And I think I said, it's because it is easy. It's not hard to put the opportunity out to people. One of my favorite things now to do is inviting, because I'm giving someone that opportunity. I know how scary it is to invite someone because we're afraid of rejection. We're afraid what they are going to think of us. We're afraid of X, Y, and Z. Like everything out there we could be afraid of by just putting ourselves out there with an invite. Whether we're inviting to a clean eating group, a free group, challenge group, or coaching opportunity. But the reason that I think of it now as it being easy, so how do you do it? I just do it. We'll answer that at the end. But the reason why I think it's so easy now, because I think, what if I decided, or, well, I can't say what if I wasn't invited, because I wasn't invited. I actually harassed my best friend Allison so I could be a coach, because she didn't actually think I was going to do it. But I say to myself, what if the opportunity never was there for me? What if no one has given me or ever gave me this opportunity? Where would I be? I know damn well I would probably still be married, have low self-esteem, be broke AF, still be overweight, be completely unhappy, and the worst thing, I wouldn't have any single one of you in my life. That's where I would be. I'm not trying to turn this into a sappy moment, so I'm sorry. Sorry. But that's what I hold near and dear to my heart when I reach out to somebody and I talk to them. And then I feel something about them. Maybe they have positive energy. Maybe I just love chatting with them because they're so much fun. Whatever it is that makes me feel like they'd be a perfect fit for us, I just ask. I just put it out there, because it's not my responsibility what they say, but it's my responsibility to give them that opportunity. And that's something that I thrive on doing every single day. That's where my hustle is, because I love it. I love everything there is about coaching. And I want to give that opportunity to other people. That's my hustle. And I don't hold back. I do it Monday through Friday. And for those of you that hung out with me during the weekend, I don't work on the weekends. Jen and Teresa came over for barbecue and they're like, what do you mean you don't work? What is this crazy talk? You're successful and you don't work on the weekends? No, it's my business. I am the CEO. I'm the scheduler of my own company. But you better believe your sweet tookus, whoa, that I will hustle my buns off when I do work. Because it's not that I want to be successful, but I want other people to be successful. Like I was talking to today, Teresa. I was telling her, I've had this mindset where I just want to help my coaches, right? It's not about where I want to go in my business. It's what I want to do with my coaches, right? But then we started talking and I was like, I need to incorporate that as us. We're working together for us, not just me, not just you guys, but for us. And when you think about that with other people, maybe your prospects or challengers or other people, think of it as a team. Whether they're on your team or not right now, you got to think of it as a team. It's not a one-way street here. It's you giving them something that they either have the power to say yes or no to, or if they say yes, then you run with them, right? It's your responsibility to be there for them, to give them the opportunity to open up the door. And I know a lot of people say, I'm not ready to grow my team right now because I'm not ready to take responsibility for other people. I'm not ready to train other people. And maybe that's you, and that's okay. I am not going to throw you into a pack of wolves if you sign your first coach. Okay, you're on your own. Host your own team Zooms on Tuesday. See you later. Peace out. No, I'm not going to do that. I have monthly training groups that they can be a part of. Yes, I would like you to run the show when it comes to having one-on-ones with them, getting to know them because they're signing up with you and not with me, right? They sign up with you for a reason. They want you to be there to hold their hand or to give them a push or a swift kick in the rear, whatever they need. They need you. But don't think of that responsibility as a bad thing. Think of it as a good thing. It's just another friend you're inviting into your life for good, to hang out with, to do weekly Zooms with. Maybe they're not local. Maybe you can hang out with them virtually or a phone call or a text message away. It's not that hard to be there for someone. So don't hesitate growing your business because you're afraid. I know a lot of coaches say they're afraid of failure as a leader. You guys, there's no perfect leader. No matter how big or how small of a leader you are, you're going to mess up. You're never going to be perfect, and that's okay. Be okay with that. Just use your heart and have the best intentions of what you want to do and keep doing it. And you will be okay. And be humble when you do mess up. I know half of you know I messed up once or twice at least. And I confess, I'm a hot mess. I don't got my shit together. Sorry, Leslie. Oh, good thing you have headphones in. I don't have my stuff together all the time. Barely any time. But I keep using my heart and I keep doing the best I can. And that's why people keep showing up. And when you have that hustle, you have that drive, you keep moving forward. And when you build that momentum and you take a step back, maybe you have a bad day, maybe Aunt Flo is here to visit and we all know that she's never a wanted visitor. And you just feel like one of those days you want to curl up in a ball and veg out, watch The Notebook or whatever it is you do. You can still work. You can still have your hustle. Invest in PD. Work on you first. But doesn't mean if you're in fetal position, you can still reach for your phone and, double tap on photos. You can still send, friend request or whatever in fetal position. I know, I've done it. What I'm telling you guys is write this down. This is going to be good. For every excuse you give yourself 2 reasons why you should. How often do we go through our days giving an excuse or excusing us for not doing something? Like me, one of my biggest excuses is I don't have time to go to the grocery store. I hate grocery shopping with the biggest, I hate grocery shopping. But then I'm like, oh, I'm hungry. Oh, I'm getting hangry. Oh, now I'm going to eat my son's jar of Nutella. Yeah, so I don't want to do that because that's not on the 21-day fix meal plan. So I need to get my ass to the grocery store. So instead of saying, I don't have time to go grocery shopping, I'm going to say, my health depends on me going grocery shopping. And so does my son's health. So does reaching my goal. So does this, so does this, so does this. And then you start visualizing things differently. Your mindset gets different, right? Because instead of saying, oh, I don't have time to do this. Oh, I'm not worthy enough to do this. Oh, I can't do this. Then you start giving yourself 2 reasons. But I want to go here. I want to do this with my family. I want to do this with my future. I deserve this. I don't want to be unhappy. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to just be by myself. I want to reach out and help people. Like, there's millions and millions of reasons that you guys can give yourself. But yet, for whatever reason, we excuse ourselves. And there was this one quote that I read. I don't even remember where I read it or heard it, but it said, when we excuse ourselves, we're basically saying we're not worthy of reaching what we want. So it's time we start taking responsibility for what we do want and not using this as a hobby, not using this as a convenience. Success is not convenient. Whether it's your weight loss journey, whether it's your physical or your mental journey, whether it's your financial journey, success is not convenient. You're not going to lose 100 pounds just by sitting there and waiting for it to come and drop off the face of the earth. You're not going to be sitting there in your desk chair or on your couch vegging out watching Netflix and have 100 grand drop on your front porch. You're not going to have coaches running to you if you don't put yourself out there. You're not going to have people running to you asking for your help if you're not vulnerable and you're not showing up every day. People think, I remember when I was a coach and I seen all these leaders and I'm like, okay, so this girl's diamond or this girl's whatever rank and she's just signing people up left and right. Oh my gosh, people must just be flocking to her. I thought at one point in time you get to a certain rank or you are a coach for so long that you don't even have to do any work anymore, that people just come to you. Has anyone ever thought that? Okay. Like I legit did. And then I got to this rank. I got to diamond and I still hustled. I got to 2-star and I still hustled. I'm at 5-star and I still hustle. I still do the same shit that you guys do every single day. I still do it. I think me and Katie and Chelsea actually last week said that we were going to send out 10 invites every day. Is that right, girls? Guess what? I've been doing it. I've been doing it because this is my business. I'm hustling for my business, but I'm using my heart. I will never lose who I am. And one thing to remember, okay, here's a humble thing. And maybe some of you guys can relate. So there's one time. So for those of you, there's this thing called Success Club, for those of you that are brand spanking new. It's basically a non-negotiable goal that some of us set for ourselves. It's basically helping 3 people a month with the challenge pack. Well, I've hit Success Club 33 months at this point in time in a row. So this one time, it was like the 27th or 28th of the month. And it was the end of last year. And I haven't hit Success Club. And I'm usually hitting Success Club by the 1st of the month or 5th of the month. So I started not being myself. And this is where I'm very ashamed because this is not the kind of person I am. So the way I started communicating with people was more pushy, was more prying, was more trying to convince people, oh, this is what you really want. And it was because I was thinking of the numbers and not the people. And I pulled back. I took a complete day off because I was like, yuck. I am very ashamed of myself. I don't like who I was. I was changing who I was completely. And all of you guys know that's ever talked to me, I am not like that. And so I took the day off and I was like, I need a mental moment. I took a bath. I probably drank a bottle of wine. I read a bunch of PD. And the next day I was like, you know what? I don't care if I hit Success Club, but I want to help people. End of story. I want to help people. Thought about my why, thought about the reason why I was doing this. And guess what? I ended up helping twice as many people than I thought I was going to. I ended that month with Success Club 18. That's helping 9 people. And I didn't hit it on 2 days before the end of the month. Because my mindset was in such a funk and I was changing who I was. I wasn't using my heart. I was using the fact that I should be at Success Club. I should be helping. I should be doing this. But that wasn't me. I lost who I was. Even if it was for a day, it was long enough for me to realize I need to take a step back and look at the big picture. So never stop being you. And when you do, when you feel a push, when you feel a pry, when you feel a pull, take a moment, take a break. Ashley, you've been in a funk the last couple of days. When you get in a funk, this is why it's really important to write down your why. to create a vision board. Maybe you guys need to create a vision board because I'm a very visual person. I need colors and pictures and things. So create a vision board of your family, of your future home, of how many people you want to help, of how big you want your team to be, everything that you want in your life. Create that and look at that every single day, because no matter what brings you guys into a funk, we all have those days, but that's going to be the thing that drives you. That's going to be the thing that picks you up. Yes, we all have best friends. Yes, we have, someone we can count on or run to or vent to or whatever. But no matter how hard we try to explain our vision to them, they will never truly understand. As much as we love them and they love us, no one can share that same vision you have. They can share the same path to the vision, but they can't share the same vision. So you having a vision right in front of you every single day will help you thrive, will help you do better. And it will help you go for those excuses or for those reasons instead of those excuses. I want you guys to think to yourself, how many times have you said, I don't deserve this? How many times? Once, twice? Any at all? 0? 0 would be great. 10. Jen, knock that shit off. Guess what? You all deserve this. Why? Because you're showing up. You deserve this because you're amazing. You deserve this because you love helping people. You deserve this because you don't want to be where you were yesterday for the rest of your life. You deserve this because you want change and you want to help people get change. We're not doing this to be selfish. We're not doing this just to help ourselves. This is not the company to do that in. You can't just help yourself and nobody else in this company. That's one of the reasons why I love this company. Because you're helping others and genuinely you help yourself. But us as a family, as a team, could help each other, help other people. Because we can't do it alone. We all know what it's like to be on a weight loss journey by ourselves. It sucks. It's hard. When we want a cookie, we eat a cookie. But you have someone there to support you and you're like, girl, I want a cookie. And they're like, put the cookie down. Go run on the treadmill. Okay, I'm going to do it. I mean, not really. That's not what I would say to my friend. I would eat a cookie with her. But I'm just being real here. It's better with support. And that's what we are. That's what we do. We show up for each other. But now, lately, I'm finding it too often that we're showing up for each other more than we're showing up for ourselves. Does that make sense? We're showing up for other people because it's easier. It's easier to help other people than it is for us to help ourselves. Why is that? Because we're letting fear hold us back. So, write this down. This is weird. I'm pointing a lot and I'm telling you guys to do a lot of stuff. Instead of using fear, let love guide you. Because we react with 2 emotions, guys, and that's fear and love. Think of all the things today that has let fear guide you already. Now think about those same things if you would have let love guide you. Maybe it's a fight with someone and you're fearing that you're going to be wrong. Oh, God forbid you're wrong. And so you start fighting and it just gets worse. Or maybe you're afraid of, maybe there is someone that's intimidating to talk to on social media that you've been trying to talk to forever, and you're fearful because how they're going to respond, or they're going to reject you, or they're going to think you're crazy and you're a part of this Beachbody crazy company. Oh my gosh, it's so scary. And so you don't ask. You let fear hold you back. But if you let love guide you, how could I help this person? How can I make their life better? Then you reach out to them, and who knows? Maybe this person that is so intimidating to you needs love, needs support, needs a community of amazing supportive women. Maybe it's not about the dollar that they need to make. Maybe it's not about the lives that they're changing because they're already changing it. Maybe it's just the fact that they need support and guidance and comfort among other women. Because let me tell you, if you guys don't already know this, that's really freaking hard to come by in real life. Like in real life, Like legit, I know some of you guys had heard me say this. As an adult woman, you cannot go to a playground and walk away with 5 new best friends. You cannot do it. You can't do it anywhere. When you're 5, yes. When you're 35, no. That shit ain't happening. I'll try tomorrow at the grocery store. I'll keep you guys updated. But here, you can make friends. You can make close friends. They don't even have to be in the same state as you. Think about all the relationships you guys have made, all the connections that you've made just in this business. Maybe you just signed up yesterday. You made 1 friend, at least. Maybe you signed up last week or last year. You made a handful of friends. A lot of people go through their day-to-day life without anybody to talk to, without any support. Maybe they have condescending friends that they think are their friends. Maybe they have nothing but negative Nancys that hold them back or that drain them. Maybe they need someone to energize them. Oh, sorry. That's okay. I'm like, someone's watching TV. They're like, I need to tone this lady out. She's talking too much. But let love be the thing that guides you. And if you do, you won't be excusing yourself as much. You won't be putting your priorities off on the back burner when other things come up. You will say no to the things that you should say no to and not be a people pleaser like I have been. You will say yes to the things that will get you to where you want to go. But there comes a time when we need to say, hey, I'm done not showing up. I'm done not giving it my all. I need this to work because I need to help other people. End of story. I want to change the world and I cannot do it alone, and I need you guys to do it with me. This is me telling you guys right now. I need you guys. Yeah, Victoria's husband, you too, guy. You're changing the world with us. I need to change the world and I cannot do it alone. And I need you guys to be on my team, and we need to hold hands and we need to run like the wind. Run like the wind? Oh, gone like the wind. I thought I just quoted a movie. Damn it! Failed. But I need to do this together. We need to do this together. All in. I'm not saying work 24/7. I would never ask you guys to do that because I don't even do it. I would never ask you to do something that I don't do. But when you work, when you have your set time, give it your all. Stop half-assing working in family time. Your family needs 100% of you. Your business needs 100% of you. When you're with your family, put down your phone. When you're on a date, put down your phone. When you're messaging people, stop playing Minecraft. That's me. It's me. But no matter what you do, give it 100%. No more multitasking, because that is half-assing. No more. Every Monday, stop dreading that Monday. Give it your all. Give it your all on Tuesday and on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, and take a break. I'm not saying take a break from life or social media. Still do your personal development, because that's something that you should be doing every single day regardless, because that's helping you regardless. I'm not asking you to invite on the weekends. I'm not asking you to build relationships on the weekends. I'm asking you to do what you need to do every single day to get to what your piece of paper says. I can only give you guys the tools that you need to be successful. It's up to you to use them. You have all the amazing support, all the guidance, all the trainings, everything at your fingertips. I do. We all do. It's up to every single one of us what we do with them. Do we let someone that told us no when we invited them hold us back and make us stop inviting for the rest of the week? Look at all the lives that we could be changing the rest of the week. Look at all the people's lives that we could be helping and improving. Because we were told no, and we took it personal. Stop taking no's personal. Because I'm telling you, there's a lot of you that said no to me or ignored me for a long time when I first asked you, right? Did anyone say yes the first time that they were asked? Well, Katrina, you were kind of easy. I love you. Hey, in the best way possible. I love you. I love you. But with the show, okay, I want people to write in the chat how long it took you from the first time you were asked to sign up. Oh, see, maybe sometimes you do get to sit back and they come to you, Katie. So 1 week. What else, guys? 8 months. Okay. Right away. Awesome. 2+ years. Katie, don't be sorry. Your sister was a coach. Yep. 3 to 4 months. I wasn't asked either. Chelsea. Teresa. Okay. See? So some people ask their coaches, some people take 2 years. So you get a little bit of everything. And see, my girl Katie right here, she's a brand spanking new coach, and I never gave up on her. Do you guys remember me saying once a person is in your life, they never leave your life? You keep checking in on them. I probably nagged her 100,000 times, but we chit-chatted too. Like we're buddies. I wasn't like, hey, Katie, are you ready to sign up yet? Hey, Katie, you want to buy a challenge pack yet? No. I only do that when, no. I come to, see, okay, so maybe I do have some coaches that come to me. Damn, you guys. You're making me look bad here. No, but I think another thing is let me refrain from people that don't come to you, because it does happen, and obviously there's a handful of coaches that did come to me, thankfully. But I think a lot of it has to do with sharing your story, because none of them would have come to me. I doubt they would have come to me if I didn't open up and share who I was. Right? You have to share who you are, so people want to be a part of that for whatever reason.
Yes, I followed you for a long time.
Thank you, Victoria. I love you. And now you're a misfit. Woo! But 2 things that I think hold us back from being successful, and it's inviting people. Well, first off, it's sharing who we are and sharing our journey and our story, and it's inviting people to join us. And those are the 2 things that can make you be successful. It's okay, Katie. We're wrapping up. We're going to get a selfie with you on here. First time ever. First level. But so if you guys seriously want to be successful, if you look at that piece of paper and you're like, damn, I really want to make that work. I really want to, whatever this is. If you really want this, if you want to be there for your kids, if you want to have a future that you only dreamed about, if you want to do things that you never thought you could imagine possible, then you need to share your story, share your journey, and invite people to join you. And not let any excuse at all stop you from doing those 2. Okay? Show of hands. Who's going to do it? I just showed you my armpits. Yes. Good job. Yay. Okay. Well, I'm going to end the I'm going to do a quick selfie so everyone watching the recording can pose too. We're going to wrap this up afterwards and answer any questions if you guys have any. So on the count of 3, smile pretty. 1, 2, 3. Gorgeous. Thank you guys all for hopping on tonight, and thank you, Katie, for hanging out with us for the first time. Does anyone have any questions?
Get Gypsy in.
Gypsy. Need the big mo. The big mo. Show up daily as if your life depends on it. Yes, Tracy. I love that. Oh, so Angie Walker, how do you do it? Did I answer how I do it at all to you?
You just said you just do it.
I just do it. I know that sounds like so simplicit. Simplicit, is that a word? Simplicity? I don't know. It sounds so simple, but it is so simple when you take the complications out of things, right? Because I think, have a good night, Katie. I think that we overcomplicate the inviting, and we overcomplicate the postings, and we overcomplicate everything, right? But instead, if we simplify it and just think, why am I reaching out to this person? What do I have to offer them? How can I add value to their life? And you think about all the things that you love about coaching, or the program that you're doing, or the program that you're going to be doing, or whatever. You think about those things, and it just kind of gives you like a boost off that cliff to invite them, right? Like you're standing on the diving board and you don't want to jump in, But then here's someone coming and they're like, oh, bam, Angie, and they give you that push. That's kind of what those things are when you're thinking about them. Like, give yourself a little pep talk. Like, I love coaching because X, Y, and Z. I love what it's done for me because I wouldn't be here, right? You have a lot of things, right, that Beachbody has done for you physically, mentally, emotionally, right? And where you want to go with it. Think about that before you go into an invite. Think about that before you reach out to people, because granted, those people are going to want that too, right? They're going to want that freedom. They're going to want that feel-good sensation about who they are. They want to feel better about themselves. But what happens if you don't invite them? Right? Yes, baby.
One of my friends for a party.
One of your friends threw a party?
Yeah. On the PlayStation.
On the PlayStation. Okay.
Can you join it?
No, you can't join a party on the PlayStation.
Why?
Age, I'm working.
Please.
Oh my gosh. No. Is there adult supervision? Who? Okay.
Mom, when I joined,
Look at all these ladies that are waiting on you.
3 friends, but guess what?
What? You're lucky you're cute.
I got I have 4 friends.
I'm sorry. Jen says hi, Gage.
Okay. So I say hi back.
Okay, I say hi back.
My 4
Hey, okay, I will be out in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Not on my friends.
I'm sorry,
list.
guys. Okay,
Can I join the party?
yes.
Okay.
Shut the door. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh my gosh. I'm
I
sorry.
have another question.
Go ahead.
What leadership books have helped you out with being a leader? Because, like, that's been my biggest fear, is signing up, a whole team and then having to host Zoom calls and never knowing what to talk about and everything.
Well, first off, don't think that you need to host Zoom calls or that you need to host your own trainings or whatever or create even a separate group for your coaches if you only have 1 to 5 coaches. I don't even remember when I started doing my own, but you don't. I actually think I did it right away just because I was so excited that here I am putting my foot in my mouth again. I think I was just doing it because I was so excited and I wanted to have like this little clan, this little posse to myself. And I'm pretty sure like the first 6 months of Zooms, it was just me and one other person that isn't even a coach anymore. And that's fine. That's fine. You can hang out and see who shows up. But however, I'm getting to the PD in a second. I'm pulling them out. You don't have to do the same things as a 5-star diamond or a 2-star or whatever does when you're growing your team. Even as a diamond, you don't need to be doing it until you're comfortable, until you're capable of doing it. Because I think there's a level of confidence that we need in order to be the only one that's showing up for them. And I'm not saying that once you're a leader, you can't depend on other leaders. Does that make sense? But I'm saying I think that you need to feel good to show up and not ramble on a Zoom like I seem to do a lot of the times. However, reading personal development will really help you. And it has actually helped a lot of coaches, probably like myself. And I know Cindy Atkinson, she started doing her own Zooms when she was Emerald, and you get anyone that's a peacock or anything that likes showing up on camera, they're going to do it if they have one coach or no coaches. But oh my gosh. But you do not, it is not a requirement that you host your own team calls when you start growing a team. There's no thing that says, once you got 2 coaches or 8 coaches or 25 coaches, hopefully by 25 coaches, you're hosting your own Zooms. But there's no requirement saying that you have to do this. You have the Misfit Republic team Zoom. You have my team Zoom. I'm sure you have Heather's team Zooms. You guys have all these Zooms that you can hop on until you're comfortable of hosting your own. And, like for the first probably 2 years, I asked my coaches what they wanted to talk about. What are the things that they needed to hear? Because you want to be talking about something that's going to benefit them, right? Instead of just listening to me ramble on. Anyways, okay. So my very first book that I would suggest for leadership is the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John C. Maxwell, if I didn't say that already. Dave Ramsey, Entree Leadership. is another really good one. And the one I'm reading right now is John C. Maxwell, Developing the Leaders Around You. Oh, and Good Leaders Ask Great Questions, also by John C. Maxwell. And Teresa, the book I'm reading right now is Mastering Your Mean Girl, which is awesome. It's like a bitch slap in my face every time I open it.
I want to say something.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so Angie asked earlier about inviting, and I was on a call just the other day about, how to connect with people, and it just really rang home to me because, as coaches, our focus, especially if you're new, is working out and Shakeology, right?
Right.
I mean, that's like the main thing that we're marketing per se. But what I got out of a call, I was actually on a call with Josh Coates, and he said to figure out when you're talking to people, because I think most of us aren't doing like cold invites. I think sometimes I do, but not very often. It's more, getting to know people and just learning. His words were, learn what their pain is so you can connect with them. And then once you know like who you're actually dealing with, you can approach it a lot differently.
Right.
Because now you've learned that person and you've shared a little bit of your life because you want to be vulnerable to them as well, so then they can gain a trust for you. And then they, in return, will start sharing about themselves.
Right.
And that's when, you can like go at them with, this might be just what you need in your life, because this is what's going, you've shared all these things with me, and maybe this is something that would really help you improve on that. And because I know personally for me, I was in a really dark place at the beginning of the year, and I had done coaching before, and I'm sure you guys have heard a little bit about like just my story, and my mom passed away, and it was a really hard time. And this has given me purpose. And that's the one thing that drives me the most, is just being better for myself and being more positive, because I haven't always been. And so when we are having these conversations with people that we really essentially in the get-go, we don't really know. And, you're learning what their weakness is, and you can build on that and take it and just kind of run with it, and just like, this might build your confidence, and this is why. I mean, this is what it's done for me. You know what I mean? Like you had wrote in the comment box about you got out of a toxic relationship because of Beachbody. And so you can use that in your invites and just really make it personable, because I think that's what builds the trust level, especially with people that you haven't known forever. I mean, there's a lot of people that we talk to that we know well, but then there's a lot that, one of my, probably going to be my best coach, I don't know her for shit, excuse my language, but I've never, I don't have any mutual friends. I just did a random, add friend. And she happened to have some programs but never knew about the opportunity. And next thing you know, she's my coach. And she's excited about it. But I really, little by little, and it took about a month, and I really didn't even market her. You know what I mean? I didn't really, go after her. I knew she was a huge potential for a coach, but people really appreciate just the checking in. That's what I got from her, was just, you never forgot about me. I didn't even, half the time I don't even respond because she's super duper busy. But I'd always you have those people that you're talking to a little bit here and there, maybe every couple of days, put a reminder just to say, hey, how are you doing? What's been going on? And then they can see that you genuinely care, So that's my 2 cents.
Thank you for sharing that. And I completely agree, because then you know how to like Jen said, how to talk to them in their language.
Right.
Like see what you have to offer that can help fix their pain, roughly. Angie? I got you. Oh.
Thanks. I'm here. I was going back trying to read the chat. I'm on my phone, so I have to go back and forth.
Oh. Does anyone else have any questions? When you guys overcomplicate things, it holds you back from being successful. End of story. Because you think that your invite's not going to be good enough, or you think your post is not going to be good enough, or your progress photos aren't good enough, or whatever, and we get in our minds that we need to complicate things and it has to be perfect. But if you just use your heart and move forward and use your purpose, whatever that is, you keep moving forward and you don't let fear hold you back. No more. Remember that old thing when we were all in 8th grade, that no fear slogan, right? Or maybe 6th grade, 2nd grade. I don't know how old you are. But you guys remember that, right? Have no fear. No more. Don't let fear hold you back. No more. Don't let any excuses come in your mind and stop you from doing something that you want to do. That's going to get you to where you want to be. Every day we're hustling, right?
My thing that's still holding me back is the dang money. Like, that's the biggest objection. I have 3 girls that would be awesome coaches that already work out and post their selfies and everything, and they would be awesome, but it's like the money, all the money. Well,
you gotta let them know that there's value in investing in themselves. And, maybe they're hurting so much for money, or they don't have a lot of money and they could only do the coach sign-up fee with a program. Yes, it's still not the best value. You're not going to get Success Club points from it, but they can still do before and after photo. They could still share their journey along and invite people along the way to do it, right? Or maybe if they want to be successful right away, sign them up with a 3-day refresh, because they're going to have results before and after in 3 days that they can share with other people, and they could talk about what they're doing and invite other people to join them. So if they can't afford a challenge pack, or if they can't afford Shakeology right away when they sign up, talk about the different options. Or if they don't even have that, ask them, do they have 3 friends that would want to do this with them? And so they could get that in commission right away if they sign up. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, money is, but okay, like I've said before, money is the biggest objection that any of us get. It's the most common one. But I think that if someone wants it bad enough, they will find a way to make it work. End of story. No matter what it is. If you are so broke, I guarantee if you want to go to a concert bad enough, you'll find a way to get that ticket. Mm-hmm. If you are so broke, if you want a pair of shoes bad enough, you will find a way to get those high top Jordans. What? If they want it bad enough, they'll find a way to make it work. That's why it's so important for us to show the value in it, to show what it's done for us, to get to know their pain, to get to know their goals, to get to know their whys. And so we could have it up there and say, hey, look, this is what you want, and this is how we can achieve it together. And I will be there with you every step of the way.
Yeah, I've added them to like the last 2 or 3 coach sneak peeks. So I'm just not stopping. They haven't stopped talking to me or blocked me on Facebook yet. So.
Good. Like you seen Katie. She was on here. I've been inviting her for 2 years.
Right.
Never stop. All right. Anyone else? All right, ladies. Well, you've hung out with me for an hour rambling. So thank you all for hanging tough. I hope you guys got a lot out of this. And remember, don't let fear hold you back. Don't let excuses hold you back. And this is your business. This is your business. You are in charge of your business. So every night when you go to sleep, ask yourself, would I get fired for what I did today? Oh, maybe that's not a good question to ask yourself, but literally ask yourself, maybe you need to. Would I be fired for what I did or did not do today in my business? And if you would, make it better tomorrow. right? All right. Well, thank you guys all. Everyone have a wonderful evening. Love you all. And hit it hard tomorrow and every day forward.